So listen, I have a hypothetical situation I want to ask you about.
Okay.
This whole situation with William kind of reminds me of this, so I wanted to ask you. Suppose you have a friend, and a close relative of his is arrested for a very serious crime.
Yeah.
And that relative is using your friend as an alibi, like William's brother did, only in this case it's not really true. Your friend was not with the relative at the time of the crime, but that doesn't mean the guy did it. It just means that he doesn't have a good alibi, and he's worried he's gonna go to jail. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Now, ordinarily, your friend's a very upright kind of guy. Again, kind of like William. But hypothetical, somebody who would never ordinarily lie for this relative, but he doesn't know if the relative is guilty or if it's a claim or what. And then he makes her out this lawyer, and it's one of those court-appointed lawyers, like the lawyer's completely incompetent and outfit, like he's drunk, and he doesn't know the client's name, and can't remember anything this other case. Like, you're right, this one not even have a lawyer. This guy is so bad. Are you following me?
I'm following you.
So now Michele, hypothetically, he starts talking to the cops. And without realizing it, he's backing up his father's story because he is can't bring himself to his close father, his relative, whatever, to the roads. And on the strength of his interview, or for whatever reason, the detectives decide the relative is a solid citizen, the charges won't stand up in court, and they decide to release him. Okay? A lot of similarities to the William thing.
What's your question?
My question is, how is anybody supposed to expect a brother, not that by imaginary friend or whatever, not to back up his relative story, considering he's a human being and he has feelings, and no matter what he thinks the right thing to do is, he's gonna answer to the parents and all the rest of it. And by the same token, what do you think? My question is, what if I know the story's bullshit, because my friend told me so, but nobody knows I know anything. This is all for an idea for a novel, I see. And for the character, that would be me, see? I'm not sure what he should do. It's not his brother, my brother. But now the route is being released, and potentially he's a murderer. But there's no way to tell.
Well, that's why you have such a thing as trial by jury, Jeff.
Yeah, but they don't, because the lawyer is no good.
Well, then you do something about that, but you can't just lie to the police.
Okay, that's good. Good. Like what?
Well, you could try asking for another one if the guy was really drunk, or you could try asking the judge.
But what if he wasn't literally drunk? What if I used it as an extreme?
Well, if it wasn't, if it wasn't actually drunk, or you can't prove that he was drunk or something really serious like that, then they're probably not going to offer you another one, because they have no reason to offer you another one. They don't offer you a selection. If you can't afford a lawyer, they appoint one, period. So, in terms of...
why should my friend tell the truth, or why should I?
Because you have to. There's no other way to do it. You have to. It's not your responsibility.
That's my responsibility. It's somebody's responsibility.
It's your responsibility to tell the truth.
Why? If the city doesn't care about its responsibility to provide a decent defense...
Because the city didn't give him a shitty lawyer on purpose. It's just an individual flaw in the system.
It's not just a flaw in the system. It happens all the time.
And, yeah, but it's still your responsibility to obey the law and tell the truth. You can't just make it up if there's some part of it that you don't like. You can appeal the decision, or you can...
A bunch of people like you and me literally sit down and wrote it up and make up a salary for
and you can appeal...
And make up rules about whether you were allowed to switch lawyers if the guy was a good God didn't make up the rules.
And you, if you don't like the rule, you can appeal the decision, or you could run for office and try to change the law, I guess. Or you could vote for somebody you think could do a better job. Or lots of things. But there's still no way you can go in and lie about a murder trial. I don't know what to say to you, Jeff. You just can't lie to the police. I don't know why. You just can't.
What if you live in Nazi Germany? Could you lie to the police then?
We don't live in Nazi Germany.
We don't live in Nazi Germany. But what if we do?
It's not the same as Nazi Germany.
It's not the same in theory. But if you look at the statistics, who gets arrested and who goes to jail...
Oh, come on.
To the death penalty, what do you mean, come on?
Well, if you think it's so unfair, then why are you telling me about it?
I'm not telling you about...
Why are you telling me about it?
Outlining a hypothetical situation for the singer's gonna write. Try to write.
There's an awfully suspicious resemblance to your friend and his brother, don't you think?
Just in general, the details are all different. Like, I had the thing about me knowing something about it. The guy isn't a security guard, they worked at the movies. It's very different in details. All I did is outline a hypothetical situation.
What do you mean they weren't at the movies?
No, I mean, in my hypothetical thing, nobody was at the movies.
Oh, you mean how supposedly William and his brother were at the movies?
Yeah.
I thought you said he didn't tell you about it.
I'm sorry. I'm confused. Thought who said they didn't tell me.
I thought you said William said he didn't tell you about it.
He didn't.
Then how did you know they were at the movies?
He told me that.
What?
Don't be. This is so stupid. I was outlining a hypothetical situation based on what William. This is really stupid.
It's okay. It's okay. I told you what?
He told me that he heard his brother was arrested, and that there was something I don't remember, like something that happened some night they were at the movies, and that it was really fucked up. And he knows his brother done a lot of bad stuff, but he knows he didn't do this because he was at the movies with him.
Okay, but then why did you tell me that he didn't talk about it?
Well, that's it. What I said is then. I wouldn't call it talking about it, but maybe that's just the difference of words. He didn't really talk about it. He didn't talk about it at great length the way I probably would, or like your father would, because we no longer win that. But he told me what I told you.
Which is what?
His brother's in trouble.
Okay, Jeff, if you know something about this, you gotta tell me, and I mean right now.
But I don't know anything, Don. I know I sound like I'm lying, but that's because it's that thing where if somebody thinks you're lying, even though you're not, you start to feel guilty like you're lying, even though you're not. It's like that.
Okay. I don't believe you, Jeff. So I'm gonna go tell the detectives that I think you know something, and you can talk to them, okay?
No, don't do that. I don't know anything. You can make me
Hey! They're gonna release that kid tomorrow morning. If he had anything to do with murdering that nurse, that's gonna be on your conscience. And if I can tell that you're lying, those detectives are gonna rip you to fucking pieces.
I don't know anything, Don. No.
Do you want to see what they did to that woman? You want to come down to the station and look at pictures?
No, not really.
Read your paper. It's on page 12.
I don't need to read it. I already read it.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Nobody's going to blame him for wanting to protect his brother. But you don't want to be helping someone get away with murder. Like, actual murder.
I'm not.
Do you?
No, but I'm not.
All you have to do is tell the truth. Just tell me what he said. Just truthfully tell me what he said.
But you can't. I don't know anything. Honestly.
Look, I know you don't want to be going against your friend. And I know he's your boss. But that lady had friends too. She had 3 little kids. What makes your friend and his brother more important than them? And I just want to say, we can try to keep you completely out of this. Anything you say to me, I can take it straight to the detectives. They use it as background information. Okay? You understand? They'd have to substantiate it, but,
You just said they were ready to hang him.
Okay, I know I said that. But they still have to place him at the hospital. And Jeff, if he wasn't at the hospital, if he wasn't at the movies, then he probably did fucking do it. And all I'm saying is that you have to say whatever you know, regardless. That's just basic. And if they can place him at the hospital anyways, there's a really good chance that we can keep you completely out of it. I can't make any promises, but you got my word. We could definitely try. Jeff, I really believed you when you said all that stuff about wanting to do something. Don't you think those that ladies' kids deserve for you to tell the truth? Just, you want to make a contribution, Jeff? Now's your big chance.
Well, here. Well, I don't think they were at the movies.
Okay, why not?
Because he said he wasn't.
Okay, just tell me exactly what he said.
He said he heard his brother was arrested.
Okay, from who?
From his brother's girlfriend.
Did she say he did it?
No, definitely.
Are you sure?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, but he definitely wasn't at the movies.
No, not with William.
Okay. And when did all this take place?
Last night.
Okay. Got it.
Conversation took place last night.
Okay. I understand.
What are you smiling about?
Nothing. I'm not.
And then he came in and he told me that his brother lawyer was such a bum, he didn't know what to do. So that's why he told the detectives or the cops or whatever that they were at the movies.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm gonna as soon as the detectives get to work, I'm gonna tell them what you said. I'm gonna
Hey!
Hey, Jeff.
How you doing?
I'm all right. What are you guys talking about?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing too serious, Bill. Just doing some police work right now. You can go back upstairs.
What police work?
Well, turns out while you've been upstairs with Jim, your buddy William here has been lying his ass off to the whole police department.
Hold on a second.
And getting away with it because of you.
Excuse me?
Yeah, whoa, wait a minute. First of all, you calm down.
You calm down.
What did you just say?
Second of all, just a second, William.
I don't have to calm down.
Second of all, what makes you say that?
Because that's what he told Jeff.
Thanks a lot, that's great.
And you just made a tremendous jerk out of yourself with all your buddies on the detective squad and the DA's office. And tomorrow morning, I am personally going to the ADA myself to tell him what a moron you are for sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong and practically getting the whole case thrown out.
Okay.
And then everyone in the precinct is going to know what a lousy, stupid, dishonest fucking cheat you are. So say whatever you want at my hearing, you motherfucking piece of shit. Because after tomorrow, nobody's going to believe a word you say about me for the rest of your fucking life.
What is she talking about, Jeff? Somebody can tell me what's going on here? What the hell's going on? I think I'm entitled